Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. This is episode 2 of a 3-part series about a couple in college. This episode is called The Getaway. It's been a month since the final debacle. That was the first episode. And Vicky and I are doing okay, but we had started to get on each other's nerves, usually about she wanting to spend more time with me and I insisting I needed to study or whatever. The truth was that I just needed more space. But I didn't want to break up, and I thought that maybe a getaway would help. So I asked Vicky if she'd like to get away for a night at a B&B, and she was thrilled. Alas, I spoke too fast, and when I saw the prices of a B&B, like $300 plus a night, plus 20+% hotel occupancy taxes, and that was for a small no-view room, I asked her if she'd be okay if we stayed at a nice-sounding motel that I found on the net. It was just $90 a night and included free continental breakfast with nice hiking right outside. She said okay, but I knew she wasn't happy. The motel turned out to be shabbier, a little bit shabbier than in the picture, but it was all right. Exposed beams in the lobby, and the room was kind of quaint, like a patchwork quilt and a fireplace. Plus, as usual, having sex, or as she likes to call it, making love, was a balm that made her kind of forget that she would have preferred that B&B. The next morning, still feeling guilty about having chosen to save $200 on the room, I went down to the lobby and brought the, quote, continental breakfast back to the room. It didn't bother me that the continental breakfast mainly consisted of donuts. I love cinnamon rolls, better than, say, granola, yogurt, and slices of grapefruit. Vicky seemed only mildly disappointed. No croissants? She was less okay when we looked out the window and saw that it started to drizzle. We had planned to do a hike, and I figured we wouldn't melt. Plus, a misty atmosphere is kind of cool, but her eyes and body language said she'd rather, quote, hang out. We compromised by making love again, although between you and me, I did it mainly for her. Afterward, it was still drizzling, and I still wanted us to go for a hike, but she said, you go, I'll watch TV. And I did, but neither of us was very happy. I was feeling guilty. So I cut my hike short to just a half hour, and when I got back, trying to give her something to look forward to, I reminded her with more enthusiasm than I felt, well, tonight we're going to have a lovely romantic dinner at La Frou-Frou. She smiled, but it seemed forced. We looked at the menu. Stuff like escargot appetizer, $22. Beef bourguignon, $37. I was thinking, I'd rather be at Paulie's Pizza. But I didn't dare say that. We ordered the French onion soup, $14 a piece. It was okay, especially the melted cheese on top, although we agreed that the broth was too salty. And she had the beef bourguignon, and I had coq au vin, $28. I don't know what the big deal about coq au vin is. It tasted like boiled chicken with some wine added, but whining about it certainly isn't romantic, so I told her I liked it. And she said that her beef was good too. The dessert was great. Chocolate mousse for two, $24. Drizzled with chocolate syrup that I'm confident wasn't Hershey's, although I probably couldn't tell. The bill wasn't so great. Including the 2 glasses of house wine, I can't tell cheap from expensive, plus tax, plus a 15% tip, came to $200. Ouch. But again, complaining wouldn't help, so as I paid it, I just acted blasé. Back at the motel, we did make love again, and it helps. And we returned back to campus, our relationship reinvigorated at least a little. By the way, the next and final episode, which will be published very soon, is Unsaid at the Altar. In any event, that episode 2 is called The Getaway. As usual, I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. And certainly would welcome you taking a look at any of my 30 books. Perhaps most relevant would either be relationship stories or starting out stories. But all 30 are on Amazon. Just go there and search on my name, Marty Nemko, Nemko, and you will find more than you can stomach. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.